Hi, welcome to this little short presentation about Chatterley Whitfield. What is it all about? Well, it's the Chatterley Whitfield Project 2018. What's that all about, you may ask? Well, we're looking at doing a book all about Chatterley Whitfield and a documentary. The reason for that is we want to cover the history of Chatterley Whitfield from day one. Talk to the miners, and obviously there's not so many left now, so we need to get in there quick. And we'll be covering about the original museum where we went underground, and then when that was closed we got the Experience Museum. And also you may have seen lots of clips on the TV and films of Chatterley Whitfield, so we'll cover those as well. And then the buildings. Yes, there are lots of very interesting buildings left at Chatterley Whitfield, and we'll be showing you how it is today. And the most important thing this is all about is the future, the regeneration of Chatterley Whitfield. And with the documentary, we need to get in with all the interviews of ex-miners, surface and underground, and the museum staff, the Experience staff, all the friends of Chatterley Whitfield, and even the locals, Fegays, Chelleith, people who were brought up in that area. They'll have lots of stories to tell about the history and what Chatterley Whitfield did for them and the community. And then obviously English heritage and the council are a big part of the preservation and the regeneration of Chatterley Whitfield. So we'll have interviews with those as well, and we'll move on from there. Some of the things we can do in the meantime is, at the moment, Google Street View stops at the gates. We need to let people inside, and obviously we can't do that with feet on the ground, but with Google Street View we can get the site completely mapped in 360-degree 3D visuals of how the site is now, so people can actually walk around in a virtual way. And with that, obviously it's just all the buildings we can see externally, but what we want to do is get them all viewed from externally, internally, and from above. We can get drone photos, so we can get 360-degree views of every building on the site, and that's very important for the future. We can hopefully get inside some of the buildings, ideally all of the buildings, so that we can see what the state is inside. We can get 360-degree views in there with all the new equipment that's available, and LiDAR, which is the laser viewing, and this will preserve the buildings as they are on a visual process. And then if we can't get into the buildings physically, then we could do it remotely, but this is all plans for the future. And we want to get all these people involved, the local press, the local universities, local groups, the Staffordshire University, and things where we can get people from all areas involved with this regeneration of Chatterley Whitfield. It cannot be left to crumble away. Local involvement and young people, get the young people in there with interest. So it's something for the future, for the whole of not just Stoke-on-Trent, but for people of the UK with the mining industry. We don't want it to crumble away. These are a few pictures here of some of the pits and the mines in Stoke-on-Trent that have been literally left in a pile of rubble and destroyed over the years. Chatterley Whitfield does need preserving. So according to English Heritage, it's an ancient scheduled monument, and don't let it become an ancient pile of rubble. It does need preserving.